I've been wanting to make a proper cooking video for a long time and I finally found the excuse. This thing. Everything seems to be wrong with it, and today I'm going to fix that by hopefully teaching its maker and friends to cook. First up, the vegetables. Oops, let's pretend like that didn't happen. A couple carrots, a potato, a couple onions, and some tomatoes. Wash the spuds and others under running water. And advice from my mother, soak the vegetables in water for 10 minutes to remove pesticides. Next up from the fridge, tomato ketchup, basil since it goes very well with tomatoes. This rub I got from South Africa, some onion powder just for the sake of it. And from the freezer, frozen corn and frozen peas. My preferred frozen vegetable strategy is to put some, in a bowl, smash if needed, and soak in water, which helps them melt. Garlic, extra thick pods for some reason, all the better. Chop finely, and about the chopping strategy, I have nothing to say. Find your own. And as for the onion, chop go the head and the bottom, one layer of skin, cut in half, and then chop lengthways and then on the short side. A little bit of some kind of oil in a medium sized pressure cooker. Add the garlic and cook for no more than 30 seconds. Otherwise, you will cook the flavor right out of it. And in go the onion, cook till translucent. I totally forgot to add this to the oil, some of France's finest butter. It says so on the package at least, but don't overdo it or the oldies might complain. While that cooks, chop up the tomatoes, which is an easy process which any 7th grader should know. And now turn the heat up a little and cook the hell out of the tomatoes and cover to keep the water in. Meanwhile, the carrots and potatoes. Peeling away from you is crude and immature. Grow up and peel towards you. It gives a lot more control. Check on the tomatoes to see if the raw smell has gone away, which it has not. The carrots and potatoes get medium cubed. Once the tomatoes are mushy and mature smelling, don't be shy with the basil. And some onion powder for no good reason. In go the vegetables and give them a nice mix. You see how much water the vegetables have released? Let them cook in this water for some time. After maybe 5 minutes, uncover and cook the water out. And now to what makes this dish Indian and palatable, a good dose of chili powder. And an unusual ingredient, tomato ketchup, which rounds the flavors out a little bit. And now the color is a little brighter than before. Next up, random pasta. I think I'll add in 3 cups and a little more. Should be fine for 3 people. And now for the magic trick, adding the right amount of water. And what is the right amount of water? I have no idea. I learned the trick of eyeballing from my mother. In the case of this wheat pasta, just enough to submerge it. And the final trick, a little taste test. The salt from before was just not enough. In goes another spoon. As for measures, spoon here is just whatever spoon happens to be in the container of ingredient. That's the way we roll in this household. Close the lid and pray that you put on the right weight. Transfer to a smaller flame turned on high and wait for the pressure to build up and then turn the flame low. Leave it alone for 7 minutes, turn it off and wait a little more for the pressure to decrease to safe levels. Well, I guess it turned out quite fine.